This is the intro to Long Hair Pretty Nail Show. Yeah.
Hey y'all, what's up and welcome back. So in this video, I'm going to be trying out the Burano Polygel Kit, or the Design and Building Gel, which they call it. I got this from Amazon, and yes, I know every nail kit that I have reviewed from Amazon has been out of stock, but that's not my fault. You can't blame me. You gotta blame
coronavirus,
because all the manufacturing and shipping has been just on a halt, but everything is starting to open back up. Things are starting to be restocked, and this video will always be here for your reference when it does. So let's open this up and see what we get. So the first thing on top is the manual. This is everything that you get with this kit. You get dual forms, and I do appreciate them coming in a box. They come in 12 different sizes, and this is what they look like. You pretty much fill the polygel inside and press it onto your nails. I've done plenty of videos showing how to do this, but this is really not my favorite form of a nail because it's really not customized to each nail. So some of them can kind of look crazy and they have this curve in it that I hate. But if you guys do want to see how to use these, check out these videos. You also get 7 polygels, slip solution, gel base coat, gel top coat, 3 jars of glitter, the brush tool that comes with a brush on one end and the spatula on the other, clear nail forms, various colors of rhinestones, and a nail file. So these are the polygel tubes. They are really tiny. They're only 15 grams, and I'm just going to show you guys the color. This is pink, soft pink, nude, light apricot, white, magic purple, and it's not really purple, but hey, and magic orange, and that's not orange either. So these are the colors side by side, and these two here are the magic polygels. Not really sure why they call them magic. I'm thinking they may, do some type of color changing thing. So I'm gonna put them in the nail lamp to see what happens. And this is after curing for 60 seconds. The magic orange did turn clear, but the magic purple, I don't think it changed anything at all. Let's see. Nope, it didn't really change, so I'm not really sure what that is. Maybe it's if it gets cold, it changed color. So I went ahead and grabbed an ice cube and put it on top just to see what happens, and set it on there for a long time, and nothing. So I'm really not sure why this is magic purple. It's not even purple. And honestly, the pink and the magic purple are damn near the same color, so I think someone may have screwed the pooch and mislabeled this. All right, so these are my natural nails. I've already done the prep and prime and all that good stuff, but if you want to see that, I show that in every video, so I will link a video down below. And I thought I was filming when I was putting on these clear nail forms. This is my first time using these type of nail forms. They are made out of plastic, so they are a bit thicker than paper forms, and the fit is not that good. They keep like opening up, so I'm just gonna work with it. All right, so I'm gonna go in with the gel base coat and apply a thin, even layer to all of the nails. And I went ahead and cured that in my nail lamp for 60 seconds. Next, I'm going to take the slip solution, and once I open up the cap, it has this little flip top, which is pretty cool. It stops it from spilling in the package or anything like that. And per the instructions, it says that you can use the cap as the dampen dish. So I'm just going to shake some of this into the cap. and got everything set up. So I have this ombre design in mind. So I'm gonna start off with the white polygel, and these pesky nail forms just keep popping open. Like, it's something about the plastic, you just, whatever. So taking a dollop of that white polygel, I'm just gonna place that on the tip of the nail, and dipping my brush into the slip solution, I'm just going to use that to pat and form the polygel in place. So first I am trying to create a nice transition, and that looks good so far. So the first thing I notice about this polygel is that it is soft and you have to use a lot of slip, because if your brush isn't basically wet, the polygel is going to stick to the brush. And it's pretty annoying once you get it in shape and then your brush kind of, drags it out of place. So that is basically what I'm doing. I'm just trying to use a really light hand at this point because I kind of have the shape that I'm going for, and I'm just making sure to wet that brush so it doesn't stick. But the problem I was having here is that it seemed like the form was starting to droop a little bit, but we're just gonna work through that. I had to keep pushing it up to make sure that, it wouldn't mess up my nails. But once I have that white shape the way that I like, I'm gonna go ahead and cure that in the nail lamp for 60 seconds. Of course, wiping off any polygel on my skin before I do so, because if you don't wipe it off, it will burn. And next, I'm gonna go in with my nail bed color, which is the pink. And the pink is much softer than the white. I noticed that right out the tube. Now I'm just gonna work this around the cuticles and just try to make that cuticle area nice and neat. Once again, I noticed that my brush had to be wet for this to really move around with ease. So because this polygel is so soft, I couldn't really get a good ombre blend, and I use this technique with various polygels and it always works. So I tried, wetting the brush even more to kind of get that blend, and it just quite wasn't working. And then because the pink polygel is softer than the white, as it set on my nail, it started to warm up and become even softer. So what I thought I had in place, it started to slowly kind of expand and move around, which was a bit annoying. And yet I was just still trying to get that ombre the way that I wanted, but I was getting a little frustrated because it just kept moving. Like, I never had, well, except for that Wish polygel, that was awful. But most polygels can withstand the body temperature of your nail bed long enough for you to form the nail and then cure. But in old Evie fashion, you know me, I'm just gonna try and try until there is no more trying. But this ombre is just awful. This is nothing like I wanted. And the nails were like super flat. I couldn't really get it to be thick and create an apex because it just kept leveling out because it was so soft and getting warmed up. And this kit didn't come with clear, so I was like, why did I do this in the first place? So I went ahead and took that off and started over, and I'm just gonna do a full nail with that pink color. Now this pink color is so gorgeous. I love the color of this, but I was still having problems with how soft this polygel is. And as you guys see, each time the brush moves off frame, I'm dipping it into the slip, and that's pretty often. And once again, I was having problems with my nail form drooping. These plastic forms are like I said, thicker and they're a bit heavier than paper forms. So I just really couldn't get it right. So I had to turn my finger towards me and use the palm of my hand to kind of hold the nail form up. And I, was trying to fix the nail. Usually I'm able to put a glob of polygel down and then form the nail from that one glob with the apex and thickness and all. But with this stuff, I just couldn't really get it. It just kept being so soft, and it would always kind of have this dent where my natural nail and the nail form meets, and it was a bit frustrating. So what I decided to do was just do this in layers. So I'm just gonna do the tip really thin and just kind of form that first in the shape that I want it to be. After forming that, I went ahead and cured that for 60 seconds, and look how awfully thin this is. So I'm going in with a second layer, and I'm just gonna try to blend and smooth this up and create the correct thickness by apex and all of that good stuff. But once again, as I was working with this, and I wasn't working a long time, it just started to become so soft. It's like when it's sitting on your nail or sitting out in the air, it just becomes really, really soft, and it's kind of hard to work with. I feel like if this is your first time using polygel, you would get really frustrated with this stuff. I just kind of did the best I could do, cured that, and then struggled with the rest of the nails. So this is after all of the polygel is on and cured, and I'm taking them off of the nail forms. And as you guys can see, I don't have any uncured polygel underneath the nail, so that is a good feature of these clear forms. I do want to point out that the slip solution did leave like this texture on the nail, so I switched over to rubbing alcohol and the polygel came out smoother. After that, I'm just going to use the same alcohol I used as that slip solution, and I'm just going to wipe off all of the tacky layer from the polygel, because if you don't do this, when you get to filing, you'll clog up the file with all that sticky stuff. So I'm just going to use the file and do my shaping and filing. And this is what the nails look like after I have filed, shaped, and buffed. And they're pretty cute or whatever. So you can go ahead and use the nail art that comes with this, but I already had a nail design in mind, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this gold leaf foil, and I'm just gonna break up little pieces of it. Next, I'm gonna go in with that gel base coat, and I applied that to the nail and cured for 60 seconds. The base coat does leave a tacky layer, so I'm just pressing the gold leaf foil into that tacky layer, and I'm doing that in a kind of slant. Once you have the gold leaf down, you can use a clean finger to flatten it out, or you can use a tool. I'm using this little silicone flat tool here just to press all of that gold leaf down, and I repeated the same thing for all of the nails. After that, I'm gonna go in with the gel top coat and apply this to all of the nails, and this is just gonna seal in that foil. I did end up doing 2 coats of this gel top coat, of course curing after each coat. All right, so after that, I'm just gonna go in with my cuticle oil. And this is the finished look. These nails came out cute, but I would be misleading if I said this polygel was not a headache, okay? This polygel was just too much for me. It was way too soft, and I feel like if you're just starting off, this is not the right polygel to use. There are easier polygels with better formulations that are gonna make your job way easier than this stuff. So I wouldn't recommend it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this nail tutorial, and I will talk to you in the next one.
This is the outro to the Long Hair Pretty Nail Show, yeah.